Hey you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of our little sanguiphage blood cult, where it's a very, very exciting time around the old colony after lingering on the precipice, the event horizon of the colony collapsing. I think things are finally coming back into shape here. We've got a new quest to get Mila more royals. We're building this giant thing over here. And we've made Scathe into a vampire. I probably should have led with that one. That was probably the more important thing. But yes, Scathe is now a sanguiphage. Scathe has been bitten by Mila in an attempt to cure the shattered spine. Now, Scathe has annoyingly refused to heal her shattered spine. It's most fussy, but we're hoping that that sort of thing is going to go on. Kirk is still Kirk. I didn't really need to lead with that one. Kirk is useless. Okay, apparently I need a research project. We did finish our sort of research room down here. So we got the nice sterile tiles in here, and we've got the new research bench, and now I need to actually start researching something. So not in Anomaly, although we do have a We do have a monolith we're going to have to deal with. We'll come back to that later. I'm sure it will come back whether I want it to or not. So we've got some research to be doing. We could get right into the multi-analyzer. Could get right into that. Or I could go into standard grav tech. That doesn't get me a lot, especially on a ship I can't launch yet because I don't have a grav anchor and I'm not going to burn this map. It just gets me a bigger tank and a bigger thruster, which is great. If the ship ever launches, we could go farther. But that's kind of irrelevant right now. I might think about deep drilling, or growth fats, or biosculpting. Because if we can get into some of these things, I can cure Scathe's spine whether she wants me to or not. Which one of these actually, it's bioregeneration, right? Yeah, that gets me the bioregeneration, Who's McWhat's-it, which means we could actually cure Scathe. Old Scars regenerates small lost body parts. How do you feel about a spine? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, spine is a pretty big body part. Like, I'm thinking about my spine right now. It's on my back. It's a larger piece. It's a larger piece. Let's start to go down that sort of vague route here. Let's get into biosculpting. And then we'll move over to maybe either growth fats or bioregeneration, something along those lines. Jonesy is trying to convert Lisa. No, that's a terrible idea. It's supposed to go the other way around. Speaking of which, Whitehead, you're not quite ready to convert Scathe again yet. We need to get Scathe on board. Scathe is very, very upset about the number of people that we keep eating, much like Reed was, and much like I'm sure Jonesy is. So, Kaylina, you believe in our nonsense, don't you? Yeah, you're into the Blood Coven. Can you convince your mom to be into that? Hang on, there's a turkey. It's mad. I am too. So, you're just going to come along and be all mad and stuff, are you? Okay, that's probably fine. You just go ahead and be mad. I'm not mad at you. I mean, I am. I despise turkeys. We've got huge roaming flocks of turkeys in our town. No lie, we've got wild turkeys that just live in our town, and they're very annoying. And they sit in the road and they block traffic, and you honk at them, and then they peck at your car and they put little dents in your car. They're a very aggressive animal. They're like the wasps of the bird world. So I personally don't like turkeys, but I have no particular problem with you. I could eat you if you'd like to die. I see you're taking a little swim. I could eat you if you'd like to do that. I'm just going to kind of broadly ignore you and hope this becomes somebody else's problem. There's also an eclipse. Okay, and oh no, you went right past my trap. There you go, you're dead. Okay, that problem has been solved. I did notice we're not really up to full power, are we? Travelers desire aid. Okay, slow it down. I'm going to look at that in a sec. Why are we suffering so much on power? It's probably because I have an entire room devoted to hydroponics. I've got 2 geothermals going. That's a lot of power. I did take down pretty much all of my other power. I did put up a little wood-fire generator in there just for some temporary power. We haven't lost any lines anywhere, have we? No, everything appears to be connected, he says optimistically in that wavering voice of his. That all seems to be fine. I could think about another geothermal. There's the monolith, by the way. Corrupted obelisk. That's going to blow up at some point. Voltron, you're asleep. Voltron's in charge of studying the obelisk and kind of talking it down off the ledge before it explodes into something horrible. But he's asleep right now. We'll let him kind of nap. There is a lot of steel I see on the map. That's good. I'm kind of poking around for another potential geothermal tap, because I don't really know where else I would put power. We've got a plan. It's Plan Underground. I know we're all very excited about that. This is a quest. We're building this thing for the Royals, and they're very excited about it. They're like, hey, thanks for building our thing. And we're going to also transform this into a wall around this part of the base. Now, my thought, as I say that out loud, if I connect my wall to their wall, are they going to say, uh-oh, you ruined our thing, you failed the quest? I might have to wait until the cooldown happens. How long do we have to wait on that? So the frightening construction, okay. We have 47 days. So after 47 days, it's mine. It belongs to me. Now, what is it you morons want? Poor travelers, including a child, 44 herbal medicine. They're not part of any faction, you see. They're not. So Scathe will be unhappy if we don't do this. Scathe, you're unconscious. That's the thing. You shouldn't even notice this. It's just, Scathe, you are a vampire now, and so is Mila. We don't have a wicked reliable blood farm, and I would like to. Really is the key here. I want to feel like a terrible human being by having the thought of just taking one of these people prisoner and maybe killing the other two, because I'm sure they're going to get fussy. You know, if you go ahead and just capture someone, like if you were in a group of people and somebody just came up and says, I am kidnapping you and I'm going to farm your blood, probably like the other two people would be like, no, I do not want you to do that. We are going to fight back. And then, of course, you'd murder those two people. So I could see the potential for, Scathe or indeed even some other people being sad about capturing an innocent civilian for the purposes of farming their blood and then, murdering the other two people and eating them, because we do that. There's no reason to leave meat around. Probably wearing their clothing, or wearing their skin, rather, as clothing. Not wearing their clothing. Their clothing would be terrible. But if we skinned them and then we wore them as a hat or something fun like that, that would be okay. We're okay with that. We just don't want to wear their dirty clothing. We just like clean human leather clothing. Like Lamp. Like, are you any good at anything? Actually, you're not bad. You have a broad range of skills, and you're young. What's your health like these days? You have no health conditions. So you've got a good bit of blood, is what I'm hearing here, Limp. Sky, you're not as good. You're an optimistic ascetic. You'd actually be wicked easy to keep happy. I mean, not after we capture you. You'd be really sad about that part. You don't do any violence. You could do a lot of cooking, though. Talk to me about Lester, the kid. Yeah, you're broadly terrible. A preteen beggar. Well, it's good to get them started early. If they're not going to learn begging as a preteen, when are they going to learn it? You're staggeringly ugly. Well, you would compliment Scathe, who is staggeringly beautiful. Stunningly beautiful, I believe. So you're just horrible to look at. We probably won't bother with you. I'm a terrible person, right, for even thinking this. It's just that there's good blood to be had there. There's really good blood to be had there. Could I get a loose team going here? Mila. Also, Mila, where's your hammer? Where's your insane bio-coded Zeus's thunder or something like that hammer? What is that thing called? Well, just try hammer, Dave. You know it's a hammer. Start with hammer. There we go. Capone. Right. Where is that? Okay. Mila, could you go equip your hammer, please? I notice you don't have your hammer. Go get a hammer. I might, and by might I mean I'm pretty committed to this, Mila. I might, again, pretty committed, Mila, to having you maybe like arrest. No, don't give him medicine. It's just Lamp here is pretty good. Go arrest Lamp, and then the rest of you, Jonesy, did I arm you? Yeah, I did. The rest, Voltron, did I arm you? Yeah, you have a knife. You're not as good. Get Sissy, my 8-year-old rageaholic who we gave terrifying psychic powers to in the last episode. Could you guys all come down here just in case these guys get squirrely about this? I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible human being. Perfectly innocent. They probably just are sick and they need medicine. Well, hey, if it helps, Lamp, you can have all the medicine you want once you're a prisoner. You'll need it because we're going to drain your blood. I'm not going to lie about that. We're going to drain your blood. So that's gone well. No surprise. No surprise. The other two, oh yeah, we're shooting him. We're shooting him. Oh, the kid's in. The kid's more daring than I thought. No, shoot the kid. I didn't realize it was. I thought it was going to be her. No, shoot the kid. The one with the club and the mohawk. Guys, come over here. We got to take this kid out. So yeah, take him out there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, wow, the kid moves quick. Well, they do, don't they? Yeah, shoot the kid a bunch. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got the laser. I forgot about the laser. I thought about the laser last night. I did. If I'm not playing RimWorld, I'm generally thinking about playing RimWorld. I forgot we got a laser. We haven't seen it in action. I've got a laser now. Lester, do you have a laser? Because you don't. I'm going to tell you, you don't. How's your health? You're going to be dead in 10 hours. Yep, we shot you with a laser. Oh, and an assault rifle. Twice. So yeah, do that. Whitehead, maybe take a break so you don't shoot Lisa and or Jonesy. The kid's dead. Where's the other one? You want to maybe like just go for the hat trick here? Because that's perfectly good food. Just, okay, she's down. Yeah, they're fleeing. No, they're actually dead. Yeah, they're not fleeing anymore. I'm a terrible person. I really am. I'm just an awful person. Lisa, that was awesome with the laser. I love laser. Laser's cool. Yeah, to throw whoever it is we got here. Yeah, there we go. Just arrest this guy. Oshviat, you've got a roomie. Got a bit of a roomie there. We'll be feeding his blood, too. We'll be feeding from him. So, double the blood at this point. However, this one I might actually work on taking into the colony. I think Oshviat we're just going to leave as... you're unwavering? Are you really? Unwaveringly loyal to whom? I've killed your family. Whom are you loyal to? Unwaveringly loyal. Well, that's a problem. Because it's a problem for you. It's not a problem for us. We're fine with that. Can I at least convert you just to do it? I could enslave you. I generally don't do that. There are moral compunctions to that. I know what you're thinking. You just laughed out loud. You're like, Dave, you just took prisoner a completely innocent beggar and then killed his family. But you have a moral compunction about slavery. Yes, I do. I also find it really fussy in RimWorld. See, the thing with enslaving people is they don't like that. They don't like that. And then they are like, I would prefer not to be a slave. How about I take this gun and start shooting people? Which, honestly, is a perfectly justifiable response to slavery. But it does make things a little fussy when there's an uprising. A bit of an uprising. So I think what we're going to do is convert you just to build up people's social skill. And also, of course, hemogen farm you. Just keep draining. If you can't contribute to the colony, you will contribute your blood. And I notice, apart from the fact we killed your family, and you're probably wicked sad about that, you've got all perfectly good organs. I'm just saying, you got a bunch of organs in you. Too bad I can't take your spine out. That would be awesome. Mila, you're off duty. Great job with the arresting. Did you get a chance to see Laser in action? Because Laser was awesome. Lisa and the Laser are just amazing right now. Also sounds like a good 80s pop band, Lisa's Laser. Make the hammer go away. I know where the hammer is now. It's all under control. Oh, Kirk, you've decided to show up, have you? Good for you. How long did it take you to get from your bedroom to the kitchen? What, day and a half? Something like that? Oh, I'd like to say we love you, Kirk, but we don't. Oh, sorry, Sissy, my 8-year-old rageaholic who has terrifying psychic powers. They're not actually that terrifying. Her terrifying psychic power is getting people to trust her. That's about it. Yes, there were travelers harmed. I did that myself. I love this game. Sissy, where are you going? You're nature running. Uh-huh. Is that the best use of your time? Is that the best way you can contribute right now? What I need is Lisa to be going hardcore on the stone blocks, because we only have 15 days to finish this, and I don't have enough stone blocks. I need her to be just doing nothing but stone blocks. You know what? Okay, are the space people still here? Sorry, I should probably bring people up to speed. We have space people. Wait, hang on, who did I just call? Oh, the Notor and Concord? No. No, they've left. Never mind, Mila, just go back to whatever it is you were doing around here. Sorry about that, Mila. Yeah, no, they've already left Radius. We can't talk to them anymore. Because they had a bunch of stone blocks I could have bought. Not marble, which is what I'm making this out of. It's delightful. Everybody loves marble. But they had stone blocks nonetheless. I could have converted it into something else. Okay. I think we've had a very promising start to this episode. In that I just want to be, like, really, really make sure we're all clear on what I did. Innocent beggars came by desperately pleading for help, and I've captured one of them and then killed his family. But I'm not going to make him a slave. Okay? I do draw the line somewhere. Whitehead, you're ready to convert. Good. Start working on Scathe, please. Try and chip her down as much as we can. Now that she's a blood feeder, I need her to not be sad about, feeding blood and eating people and things like that. So what did we get? 94 to 83. Okay. Okay, so you were actually at 89. You went back up to 94 in that time. And now we're back down to 83. Okay, so it's a positive gain, but still kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, like we saw with Reed. If you ever wake up, or you are, I think you're technically awake. If you ever mobile again, we're absolutely strapping you to a blood altar and telling you how awesome it is to be a blood feeder, which one would argue you should already have figured out. Just saying, like, you are actually a vampire right now. Maybe kind of figure out it's a pretty cool thing to be. You're a stunningly beautiful vampire. Stunningly beautiful. How are the cows? We have cows now, by the way. 2 of them, to be precise. There's a lot of milk floating around. My long-term plan, again, plan underground, not really as sexy as Thor's hammer, but my plan underground is to make this area a yak area, devoted to yaks and yak-like products. We're throwing cows in the yak category. So yaks and yak-like products are going to live here, and then this is just all going to go away. It's to just be a wall. Really focus on living in here and nowhere else. I got rooms here I haven't even used yet. There's all sorts of stuff I could be doing down here. And what are we should be researching, biosculpting, but now we have the capacity to start doing some biotech. So we can now do the gene extractor, the gene bank, and the gene assembler. Well, let's just start that party. So 1 gene extractor, please. Let's rip the genes out of you. And then let's make sure we've got somewhere to store them when we're done. Why don't you also run some power up there too, just for having power. Run that to there and then like up to there, okay? Just to have some extra power kicking around. Not gonna hurt. Back to the concept of power. Going back to the search for geothermal. I see there's a fire. It's also pouring rain. That's gonna be a somebody else's problem kind of thing. I'm a terrible person. I do awful things to people in this game. Mine that vein of steel, and I see there's some gold up here. Like, I don't have enough gold. I've got 1,100 units of gold. You know what? There's like another 100 right here. Sissy, what are you doing? You're refueling a campfire in the rain. Smart. Yeah. That's why I'm kind of moving you in a combat direction, because, wow, you're refueling a campfire in the rain. Go get that gold. Bring the gold home, kid. There's all sorts of fires around here. How's the obelisk going these days? Is it about to explode? Kind of, yeah. Hey, Voltron, could you go talk that off the ledge, please? You never do wardening. Oh, it's a wardening task. I thought that was an intellectual task. Okay, so who's good at wardening? That would be Mila. Mila, go talk this thing off the ledge here. Suppress the obelisk. Just go suppress the heck out of that thing. I noticed I put up a bunch of meditation spots around here. Clearly, I got very frustrated at some point. Someday this ship is going to take off. Someday. This ship is going to go somewhere. I promise. I don't know if I really promise that. I'd like to get some more stuff in here. I'd like to make it more delightful. I put up some shelves. I could put up more shelves in here. I'm thinking these would be like bed areas. These could be beds over here. In fact, why don't we should have an amount of wood at this point, right? Yeah, I'm seeing some around the map here. There's a fire. We'll cope with that. Fire is somebody else's problem, not mine. Let's keep working on the ship. It's not going anywhere, but we'll keep working on it. Jeez, I can only get 2 beds. Actually, I say I can only get 2 beds in there. I can get 4 beds in there. I'm like, just have a habit of making room for the end table. There's no real reason to do that. Let's get 4 beds in there. Very cramped, awful, people hate it, but it'll be somewhere to sleep on the ship. And I'd really like to get a television in here. I would be really happy if we got a television in here. So what could I murder for an armchair? Donkeys. Yep, everyone loves sitting on a donkey. It's like a thing. And get those does, too. That'll be a nice chunk of leather. Oh, wow, we already killed it. We're already all over that. My God, we couldn't wait to go out and murder something. We're terrible. I'm a terrible person. This could get extended, though. We got the old research bench out of there. Let's get that out. And no luck on this armchair, huh? Do I not have 110 plain leather? I got guinea pig. Got plenty of guinea pig. I got human leather. Human leather right there. I only need 110. Oh, we'll make it out of human leather then. Oh, that'll look delightful. 1 human leather armchair, please. So, yeah, human leather right there. I got enough for it. It's all going to be fine. Yeah, Jonesy, don't worry. Pretty soon, human leather armchair. You're going to love it. It's going to be awesome. I know, human leather. Yeah, I know you don't believe in our nonsense. It's what you're getting anyway. Just learn to cope, kid. No chance of magically healing your spine scathe, huh? It's just that I went to the effort of doing that. It was really quite a stroke of geniusosity, frankly. Hashtag geniusosity. To just, circumvent the whole having a bionic spine or finding some other way to heal you. I'm just going to go ahead and make you into a vampire, and you can heal yourself at some point. You're just fundamentally refusing to regain consciousness. And at this point, Scathe, I think it's willful. I think you're just doing this deliberately to annoy me. Like, I'm just not getting up. I don't care that he made me into a vampire. I'm not getting up. Could somebody just go get this, please? I know you're meditating right now because you have terrifying psychic powers, except your psychic power is just saying, trust me, like really aggressively. Yeah, go get that. Let's just not have that lying around. Thank you very much. 36 regular components, and that'll be 2 advanced components. Yay! Another 3, and I can finally get my grab anchor. When did Odyssey come out? Like 20 years ago? I still haven't got my ship up and running yet. Okay, it's all fine. This is all fine. Everything is fine right now. Donkeys are coming in. Does are coming in. Let's make some more kibble, actually, just to use up the twisted meat and the insect meat. It's just sitting around. We may as well be doing something with it. So make like another 10 kibbles. And then we got, actually, I could kind of use it. We don't have a lot of hay left. Yeah, it's actually probably a good idea. Let's make some kibble. That'll use up the twisted meat and the other thing there. So we've done something with the obelisk. What's the problem? Yeah, if not suppressed, its activity will increase. Yeah, the thing is, if I try and destroy it, it's going to be even worse. We're just kind of chained to that thing right now. Jonesy's into it. Jonesy's like, yeah, I like this thing. And now you're going to go milk a cow. Totally justifiable response to an alien artifact. So, yeah, if we don't study it, it explodes. If we lock it in a room, it explodes. It just explodes. But if we keep talking at it, then just like calming it down, it will stay as is. So we're kind of locked in with that thing. That's basically going to be there forever. And at some point in time, I will forget to talk it down and it'll explode. And then all sorts of fun things can happen. Who knows? Who knows? It's always an adventure with Anomaly. Lisa, I see you're amplifying the vampire look, not only with a cape of some sort, but is that a new hairdo? I don't feel you had that haircut before. You've gone for like the side mohawk thing. It's wicked cool. I ain't lying, kid. You look awesome. It's just you're not a vampire. I know you want to be. We all want to be. But you're just not. What I do need you to be doing is stone blocks. Okay, and that is in fact what you are doing. Fantastic. What we could use here is actually a door. I know I took a door out of here to seal off the base, but now we're going to put a door back in because we need a way in and out of here. Lisa's having to walk halfway across the planet to go in and out of the base. So don't use the marble because I need those. I don't have any other stone blocks, though. Okay, Lisa, you're just going to have to walk halfway across the map. Maybe just put in a wooden door. It's not the worst idea. It'll be a good temporary door. Just for Lisa more than anything. So put a door in there. I know you're saying I don't have enough. There's a Devourer attack. Uh-huh. Neat. Huge gate mod monsters. Right. So with the monolith landing, we did learn entity containment. Finally. So we do have better containment things. Oh, wow, 2 of them. Okay, cool. That's fun. It's fun when things are fun. Everyone needs to go into... actually, can I just check my runaway zone, please? So, yeah, that's broadly okay. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's... we're all running away now, kids. We're all gonna run away. And all the mechs are already in runaway. No wonder nothing was getting done. All the mechs were in the runaway zone. And animals, you're just going to have to be on your own. Good luck! Yay, Lisa, you're going to want to move like anywhere but where you are right now. Because they're totally going to see you and they're going to eat you in the face. Where are they? They're way up there. Way up there. Okay. We're just going to keep an eye on this. We're just going to watch this happen. And they're coming down here. Okay, I'm sure they can smell us. Kirk's just wandering around. Constant state of confusion as he often is. Kirk, what are you doing? You are reading a book. Okay, so you're going into the rec room here. Where it's going to have a little read of a book. Everybody loves a read of a good book. Okay, back to terrifying demonic entities. Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out. If anyone else wanted to pop by and help with this, that'd be super. That'd be wicked awesome. I see Lisa's obviously... Oh, Kirk's confused. Yeah, that's the thing that happens. Pretty much on the regular, as the kids say these days, on the regular. Hang on, whoa. He's going for a wall. Okay, team, definitely including my 8-year-old rageaholic. Everybody come down here for right now. All right, we've got an issue. Is that actually, that's nobody's bedroom. Okay. Kirk, don't bother. You're confused. I get it. You're going through the trap corridor, which is super exciting. It's just that you're getting right through. Team, remember when I said come there? Come here instead. Okay, come here instead. That'll take him time to get through that wall. That's a stone wall. Oh, never mind. He's fallen over. Neat. Mila. All right, we're going to take a shot at capturing this one. No minimum containment. Never mind. We're going to take a shot at melee attacking it to death. Kill it. The team, now come back down here. Because my man here, he's got a real big idea on eating his way through the wall. That's not common. Usually people don't like to eat walls. But here we are. This is happening right now. Kaylina, are you armed? You got a club. You could do something. Better than doing nothing. Why don't you come in on this little party? Come on over here, kid. This will be fun. You'll love this. Let's get this. Oh, right. Lisa's got the laser. I love laser. I'm going to constantly forget you have that, Lisa. Constantly. I'd prefer he didn't destroy the wall. But at the same time, we just line up in here, and when he bursts through, just shoot him with a laser. Or we could pop out here. Let's pop out here. Let's kind of do a surprise laser. Surprise laser. Yeah, now you figured out we're here. Kaylina, charge the demon. Just charge him. Okay. Sissy's been devoured. Well, she was snack sized. I get that. Kaylina, we need to get Sissy out like wicked quick. You guys stand over here so you can actually shoot something. Okay, let's move faster on the whole getting the kid out of the stomach thing. Maybe more laser. Yeah, laser's fun. We're doing real good with laser. Get the kid out. Okay, the kid's out. She made it. Sissy, how'd that work out for you? I hesitate to ask this, Sissy. She's probably very angry. But so, Sissy, you were eaten. How did that work out? You're a little bit burned. Okay. I think that's gone very well. Team, back to work. I'm just gonna let this thing die. That's it. We're not doing this. Give me something low level, like a shambler or something. Give me one zombie, and I will contain it. But this ain't working out. Okay, so just everything, kill everything. Oh, Mila, sorry, you're off duty, kid. Thank you. So let's get back to work here. Unrestricted for all of you guys. The mechs. I didn't realize you guys were all in Runaway. So the Agrahand could actually just kind of stay in the runaway zone because all of our food is basically going to be there until the corn. Actually, after the corn, I'll put them there. Home zone, unrestricted, and unrestricted. Okay. Well, that was fun. And by fun, it actually went fairly well. Hang on, who got converted? Whitehead converted Oshviat. Yeah, okay. That's neat. That's a fun thing to do. Oshviat, can we review you again? You're basically pretty terrible, right? You're awful. Yeah, you're really, really good at animals and not much else. I think, kid, we're just going to keep going on the blood feeding. I think we're just really going to blood feed you. I wanted Lamp. Lamp had great skills, but apparently Lamp is not super excited about the whole being taken prisoner and having his family murdered in front of him. I mean, I understand that. It's just, maybe you could get over that over time. Maybe that's not like a permanent thing. Maybe you're not like, oh my god, you killed my family in front of me and took me prisoner. Maybe in like, I don't know, 15 to 30 days, you could be like, whatever. I didn't like them that much anyway. I don't even know who they were. I've completely forgotten about them. If only the rest of life was so easy. If only all of your negative memories would just go away over time. You're just like, ding, I do not remember that anymore. The Devourer dropped a shard. Okay, cool. That's neat. Get one of those. Not really using him for anything, but, we could maybe sell it to someone. Yeah, Lamp, you're going to want to eat up because we are continuing to drain your blood. And I see we are collecting some, too, although we're using it almost as fast as we could collect it. Sissy will be fine. Wait, there's a rhinoceros. I didn't target a rhinoceros for demolition. I think it just wandered through the trap corridor. That's fine. That's fine. That's a rhino. Sorry, I didn't actually mean to kill the rhino. There's plenty of things I mean to kill. That was not one of them. Speaking of the corn is coming in. Great. Good. Let's see what else we could be murdering around here. Apparently I scheduled a tortoise. That's okay. That's fine. How about a few raccoons? I'm really just in this for the leathers. Don't even care about the meat. I'll just throw the meat away and just use the skins for something. Anything. Don't really care. And make sure we're keeping up on that kibble because that's even more twisted meat that's coming in. Yeah, just keep it coming just to use that stuff up. I'd love it if somebody came by and be willing to buy that. Just sell that all off in one lump. We get so much insect meat and twisted meat. Okay. What's a good next move? We made no progress over here yet, but we probably will in the reasonably near future. Jonesy, how's the old research going on there? You having fun researching? Is that good? You doing good there? 109%. Okay, so I can get the little Whoozy McWhat's-it there, the add-on there, and that'll be a little bit better. And it is in a laboratory. This is in fact in a optimal room laboratory. Yep, and I've got that, covered that. So this is about as good as it's going to get right now until we get the other thing in there. I couldn't make her a lab coat. That will increase research speed. And Jonesy, you are a combatant though. You're getting a hemogen pack. Good, drain somebody's blood. I love it when you do that. Hey, Sissy, I've been promising you a better weapon if you got better at shooting things. You get any better? Nah, still level 2. You're on hunting, right? I just want you to murder. Just murder everything. Hunting? Oh, are you? Oh, wait, you can't. Can you not do hunting? You can do hunting. Oh, send the kid to kill. Just arm the child. Teach it to kill. Okay, and literally teach it to kill. Teach Sissy to kill things. I have no idea where Sissy is going, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's entirely murder-based. I don't think Sissy's going to be much of a pacifist. Okay, she's just going to be hulking out on people. Just rage, shooting, burning. I should give her the laser. No, Lisa Laser sounds way better. Way, way better. I mean, you'd watch a movie if it was called Lisa Laser. I would. It'd be one of those 80s exploitation movies where there's like a lot of skin, but like not too much, so the censors actually let the movie be in movie theaters. But it'd be like mostly skin and some lasers. And probably like models who thought they were actresses, but really they were just models. Wait, a pit burrow. Oh! Okay. That was like the hole in the ground the demons came out of, right? Yeah, I probably should have filled that in. Good thing it collapsed. That's handy. I had completely forgotten about that. There's more corn up here that we never went and got. Like somebody just dropped corn in our lap. Hey, Sissy, you're radio talking. That's terrible. Haul that corn. Go get the corn out of there. No reason to waste that. So, how's the monolith? down to 61%. Mila, you're milking a yak. Wow. You say the weirdest sentences when you play this game. So when you're off yak duty, you're hauling the milk. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for you to finish hauling the milk, and then okay, we're making kibble. Could you suppress the monolith, please? That is a little bit of a priority over making the kibble. We've got the beds in there. That's cool. I'd like to put up maybe some more shelving, and I really want an armchair or two, maybe a couch and a television. Yes, I want a television in here. I will not be satisfied until we have a television in here. We've got plenty of chem fuel, just no television. Kirk's confused again. Yeah, that's pretty common. That's pretty common. We need to keep hustling on this. We only had 15 days to do this. So Lisa, I know you're sleeping now. You got to be like wicked hustling on the marble. Thank you. Do we have... It's got to be marble chunks all over the place. Yeah, there's tons of marble chunks. There's no worries about that. They're everywhere. So haul that if you feel like... Oh, we've got a new cow. That's a lot of cows and yaks and stuff like that. We're very yak positive around here. Yaks and yak-like products. Kirk's not confused anymore. I am Kirk. I'm confused why I didn't check you out a little more carefully before I accepted you into the colony. I noticed you've taken a beret, which is indeed the best hat. It's a shame it doesn't help with the confusion. You seem to be perpetually confused about things. It's the dementia. Really. It's the dementia. Look at research again while I'm thinking about things. The multi-analyzer would lead me into fabrication, which would eventually lead me into advanced fabrication that could make my own advanced components. That's a very long way off. That's 12,000 research points. And Jonesy's pretty much the only one doing research, and Jonesy is nowhere near as good as Scathe used to be. That's why I'm working so hard to get Scathe up and running. Also, the fact I'd like a stunningly beautiful vampire in the colony. I mean, that just kind of writes itself. But Jonesy, your intellectual is 13. That's good. It's just that Scathe is a 19. Scathe is almost the smartest thing in the universe. Almost. And is bedridden. And a vampire. All at the same time. It's a very complicated life if you're Scathe. Lots of things are being butchered. It's a very exciting time in the freezer. Did that generate enough leathers to make anything good, by the way? I've got 95 plain leather. How much is it to make a couch? I'd really like a couch in the spaceship. I notice we're keyed for human leather armchair. Yeah, we want to make sure we make that. Steel mining worksite. Oh, hang on. Whitehead's ready to convert again. Whitehead, back to Scathe duty. All right, just keep that going. I want that, like, the second that ticks off, I want that done. The second the cooldown is done. Because every second we're not converting her, she's regaining faith in the ridiculous religion that she believes in. Okay, that was a good one. We're down to 76 now. And you'd only gotten up from 83 to 88. And we're down to 76. Okay, good job, Whitehead. So keep that coming. Someday, Scathe will believe that being a vampire is a really good thing, which is, again, optimal because she is, in fact, a vampire. We're still having power issues. Yeah, we are definitely having some power issues. Let's do another scouting mission as a geothermal up here. That's very, 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 very far away. But there is a geothermal out there. Start mining that vein. And that one's already targeted for demolition. Mine that vein as well. Oh, bunch of alpacas. There's some leather right there. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to have to completely murder you. So there might be an 8-year-old coming out to do this. She's new, but she's very angry. She's very, very angry. And she ain't hearing any nonsense from an alpaca. Okay, alpaca's like, please don't murder us. The kid's like, yeah, I am so angry right now. I'm just going to shoot everything. Also notice there's a good bit of pollution over here. Yeah, polluted soil. Did we dump a bunch of toxic waste over there? That sounds like something I'd do. So, Kirk failed. Yeah, that's, again, you don't really need to check me in on that one. Don't bother to message me on that. Don't put me on the group text for that one. Okay, I just assume Kirk failed. I got a geothermal right here. I should really start tapping into it. It's a very long way from literally everything else. There's a closer one up here. That would be easier to tap into. Let's do that. Let's get a power line started first. So just a regular conduit. We're not going to go fancy here. Bring that right up to here. Okay? And then let's get a geothermal going here. I know you're saying I don't got enough stuff. I assure you I do. Do walls, but I don't really have any other stone blocks right now. All of my blocks are getting dumped immediately. Oh, here's a nice vein. Go get that one. That's wicked close. All of my blocks are getting dumped into this immediately. Like the second we get them, they're going right into here. Which is good. That's exactly what we want. Lisa, speaking of which, Lisa, what you doing? You're carrying psychoid leaves. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Suspend all of this. No, no. Great effort, kid. Great effort. Don't do any of that right now. We'll come back to that. Okay, and you know what? Are we making anything on here? We're making a parka. That's your number 2 task, though. Okay, so Lisa, I need you, like, you know what? Just stop. Okay, there we go. Cutting blocks. You got to be focused on this, Lisa, because we have limited time to get this done. All right, in fact, how long do we have on that? So, no, those are the people we murdered. This frightening construction. 10 days. Okay, 10 days. All right, I think we can get that done. We've done a big chunk of it in 5 days. It's just I really need more hang on, is there anything made of marble that I could be deconstructing? That's something to think about. That's a thing we could do. That is sandstone. That's my own building. Don't deconstruct that. This was another thing that we did. Am I allowed to deconstruct that now? When was the last time that we did that? Components, logging, praetors, the problem of Sissy. The problem of Sissy is she's a rageaholic with terrifying psychic powers. Monumental, was that it? Okay, I've completed this quest. Okay, so this can just get demoed. First of all, take the roof off of it. Otherwise, I'll forget to do that, and then everything will fall over. So take that away. And then when you're done with that, we'll deconstruct that. Don't ever go near the cube. We're going to keep that as is. That's slate. That's not marble. Anything else marble around here? Like, what's this? Those are steel. We could take that at some point. It's just not priority right now. Marble, marble, marble. No. What's this over here? Steel. Again, deconstructed at some point, but not today. Steel wall, steel table, that thing. No. None of these are... Whitehead, what are you doing? Oh, you're killing something. Okay, good. Yep, smart. Smart. Whitehead, what are you armed with these days? Oh, an assault rifle. Yeah, excellent. That's what you want against an alpaca. Yeah, they're dangerous. They'll spit at you. And then you just whip around with an assault rifle and blow their head clean off for spitting on you, because that's a justifiable reaction to the infraction. Right, so did we... Okay, we're doing this. Great, good. So the roof is coming down. Let's go ahead and just deconstruct all of this. All right, and also rip up the floors. So rip up all of those floors. That'll be a good little chunk of marble coming in there. What are you... Oh, you're removing more roof. Okay. And Lisa is asleep. Neat. All right. Next. There's plenty of blocks over here for Lisa to be working on. I do need her to be technically awake to do it. And I'd love to get this out of here. Yeah, let's not sew that anymore. Don't worry about sewing that. Yeah, they're being used as fast as they come in, but still kind of a slow roll. Whitehead's going to pig out. You know what? That's cool. I got tons of food, kid. Please do. Please do. I need to clean out the freezer. It's sitting on the corridor right now. That's how much food we have. And like, why don't we bump some stuff up here? So, we're paused on fine meals. Great. Make more. Make like, I don't know. See if you can make 50 fine meals. I dare you. I don't even know if you can do this, but try and do that. And Psych IT forever, that's fine. Just go ahead and make a bunch of those. We won't have as many vegetables, but the corn is coming in, and that's what the hydroponics are for. There we go. Look at all that rice. Just waiting to be used. No power to the hydroponics, though. Not a lick of power. How do we do up here? We have not even started that. Not even started that. Okay, we'll deal with power as we need to deal with it. I could slap down some stopgap generators here, like put in another wood-fired generator just to keep things moving a little bit. In fact, you know what? That's not a terrible idea. Let's just go ahead and do that. Make a copy of that right there. I can tear them down later once we get the geothermal in, because geothermal is, I believe, 3,200 or 3,600 power. These are only 1,000 each. How are we doing? Not bad. Actually, I'm pretty happy with that. The floors will go down nice and quick. I'm not worried about the floors. And are we beginning to deconstruct the thing down here? Not as such. Not really. We've made no moves towards that. It's probably because I've told them not to go anywhere near the cube. I know they only are forbidden to use the cube. I understand that game mechanic. But really, just seriously never go anywhere near the cube. Just leave the cube in the box. Just don't ever do that. Kirk, how's your contribution today? You playing poker? Uh-huh. I see Jonesy has taken over artwork. Okay? This is actually, I'm pretty sure, your only task. Jonesy, why are you doing that? You should be #1 on research, right? Aren't you #1? Yeah, you're #1 on research. Why were you doing art? Is it just because you feel bad for Kirk? Where you're like, I'm just going to finish Kirk's thing and then tell him that he did it, and he'll be all proud of it, even though he didn't. But he won't remember that he didn't do it, because he's, it's the dementia, you see? It's the dementia. But he won't know. It'll be a nice little treat for him. That's probably what's going on there. Okay, pretty much focused on this. Next move. Power, yes, check. And then, did we ever get our... Yeah, we've really made no moves over here. No moves at all. The power is flickering badly. Whitehead, oh, that's right. You're picking out on food right now, aren't you? Mila, do you think you can get started on that? Just need to keep the lights on. Just need to keep temporary lights on. And then you're fine after that. Okay, you're hauling some steel, you're doing some things there. Oh, Whitehead's no longer picking out. Good, Whitehead's better at building things. So could you actually work on that? Thank you. And Lisa, you're doing stone blocks. The Brio people are passing by. Uh-huh. Do we have any relations with them that would be really upset if we killed them? Yeah, or they're +2. They're neutral, but a +2. Okay, we probably won't do that then. Kirk's failed. Again, no need to message me on that one. Yeah, just assume that I know that. Take that as read. Flamingo, Bringa, and White, who unfortunately know who we are and can report back if something awry was to go on here. So you just come and do your thing. Pay no attention to Lamp over here. Don't listen to anything he says. 100% we didn't capture him for no reason and murder his family. I mean, we did. All right, you know what? I'm not going to lie. We did. You know what we're like. You're neutral with us. You know what we do down here. This is not news to you. We're horrible people. Lamp, how much blood have we taken out of you recently? Moderate. And Oshviat, we're bleeding you dry, quite literally, right? Yep, bleeding you dry. We are accumulating some hemogen. A little tiny bit of hemogen. Voltstron, you're cooking. Good. Keep the meals coming more than anything. I could put up some more shelving. That would help with the stockpile going on here. Let's do that. Let's do some wooden shelves. I know you're saying I don't have enough wood. I will make more wood. And by I will make more wood, I mean trees will make more wood, and I will destroy them. That's kind of how this works. So we actually have some wood up there, but I'll get some more going anyway. So just chop down everything there. I'll give the Agrahand something to do, because everything else is pretty much covered. We're waiting for this to grow and be done, and then we'll get that one more crop of cotton. We may not even get it this year. We'll try. We'll get that one more crop of cotton, and then our outside gardening is done. If I can keep power stable, I'd like to put up some more hydroponics. That would be my ideal. But right now we're kind of struggling with that, although we did get this other generator up and going. Again, stopgap measure. We're not relying on that, but it's good right now. It'll work for right now. Okay, Lisa, 100% stone block production. There we go. That's my girl down there. Armed with a laser, cutting stone chunks. Keep them coming. Just keep doing marble for like a wicked long time, because we're using them as fast as you make them. As fast as you make them. Okay, Whitehead, that was your cue to come rushing in and grab this. I try to learn your cues. Okay, as fast as you make them, and then Whitehead comes rushing in and grabs some blocks and starts laying some floor down. Okay, that didn't really work out, Whitehead. I do see you're asleep. You're right. I noticed that you were asleep. I'd prefer that you were not. Speaking of Whitehead, when can we do... Okay, one day we can do another convert on Scathe. I'm just going to keep hammering Scathe down until there is nothing left of her willpower besides the urge to drink blood. Just a bloodthirsty monster is what I want to create. A very smart, stunningly beautiful, bloodthirsty monster is what I'm going for there. Very smart, stunningly beautiful, bloodthirsty monster. Okay, Jonesy, you're almost done with whatever it is we're doing here. So that was biosculpting. Bioregeneration, that's 4,000. If I do the multi-analyzer, though, and put it together, which, by the way, Dave, require advanced components that you don't really have a ready access to, then that could also speed that up. Interesting. Interesting thoughts are going on here. Interesting thoughts are going on. They're exciting thoughts. I'm very excited. I'd like to see somebody working down here. That'd be great. I like seeing people working up here. See, Kirk's got the right idea. Kirk, that's the best thing you've done in like a month, was put that one piece of floor. Now you're just wandering off, aren't you? No, you're actually building something. Kirk, this is a red letter day. You know what, Kirk? This is a great spot for you because you don't have to go very far. You can just go from one tile to another. If people just gave you materials, you could actually be a really strong contributor to this because you don't have to wander off very far. We'll bring you some meals or something. I mean, you're pretty slow, but you are getting something done finally. What is your construction? It's actually really good. 11 with a burning passion. And you suck at literally everything else. You're just a terrible person. I mean, I'm a terrible person. You're just terrible. Didn't want to get in on the art. Wait, Kalina's experiencing cube withdrawal. Kalina, you were not supposed to go anywhere near the cube. Why have you gone near the cube? The cube is death. You're curious about the cube and now you have cube withdrawal. What's going to happen? Obsessively wants to find their golden cube. Their skin itches, their mind races, thinking of ways to get closer to the cube. Their symptoms will get worse until they play with the cube. Great. Got a cube addict. Okay, tried to lock the cube away. Here comes the cube problem. Yep, certainly have Thomas Dolby's May the Cube Be With You stuck in my head right now. Can't make that one go away. It's kind of catchy. Say what you will about Thomas Dolby, he could write a catchy tune. Boy, those things just get stuck right in your head. Yep, May the Cube Be With You, Thomas Dolby. Just rattling around in there. I think we've got to give Kalina the cube. So I have two options. Give Kalina a cube and she goes cube psycho and does nothing but cube-related activities for the rest of the day. Or withhold the cube from Kalina and she goes into a cube coma. Of which there is... Okay, technically, there's no way of getting around that. Unless you're me and you happen to have embraced and given to the world geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. So I've been here. I've done this. I've had cube issues before. This is why I'm so terrified of the cube. And when I had a colonist in a cube coma, they sat there for about a year, being all coma. I thought to myself, what would a genius do who rockets past genius in the right lane, giving genius the finger, into the realm of geniusosity? I thought, well, what I'll do, I'll go ahead and kill the colonist and then bring them back to life with a resurrector mech serum. Worked like a charm, by the way. Totally works. Yep. Kill them off. Removes all their problems, including cube-related problems, and then just bring them back with a resurrector mech serum. Worked great. So, we're gonna give Kalina the cube for right now, because I can't afford to kill Kalina. And I don't have a resurrector mech serum anyway. Kalina wins the cube. Kalina's the big cube winner today. Big cube for Kalina. Here we go. Come get your cube. Right down here. Big old cube for Kalina. There we go. One cube, thank you. I am not done with you yet. You can have it now. May as well study it. May as well go get your cube. Haul the cube. Okay? Not assigned to studying. I don't care. Go get your darn cube there. Yep, you love the cube. Playing with the cube. Okay, playing with the cube. Yep, just gonna touch the cube, look at the cube, hang out with the cube. Oh, by the way, we can deconstruct this. That's good marble I could be using right there. All right, this is gonna be Tomorrow Dave's problem. Tomorrow Dave hates me because Tomorrow Dave's gonna get up and go, why do I have a cube-obsessed colonist? I'm gonna... Did yesterday Dave do this? And I'm gonna say, yeah, I did that. Blight on the Psychoid. Oh, is that inside? Oh, bad. Okay. Cut everything. Just destroy it all. Kind of quickly, if we could. Destroy everything. Cut all of those plants. Everything that's in there needs to die. That's unfortunate. That's a bit of a blow. As they say, a bit of a blow. Not as much as the cube issue, Kaylina. Not as much as the cube issue. How's the cube? No, don't sew things, just cut them. Alright, you know what? You guys will figure it out. It'll all come to pass. Ah, there's ambrosia. Good, drugs. That's just exactly what we need right there. Sure. Yeah, we can kind of broadly go and get that at some point in time. So let's do a growing zone like that. I did not need to make that big. Okay, that was very, very silly. Let's not do that. So let's shrink that zone more realistically like that. And what? Oh, we did bioferret extraction. Okay, well, we are learning a lot of anomaly stuff with the whole having the monolith thing there, and probably with Kaylina's cube. So let's keep that going. I'd like to do more things about suppressing entities. I don't actually have anything ready to go with that. We haven't found the right things for that. Just go with void provocation for right now, because that's a quick and simple one. Kaylina, you're over here, probably with your cube. Just having a good old cubish time over here. Alrighty, this is all... I just pulled this colony back from the brink. As only a genius can. Hashtag geniusosity. I just pulled this colony back from the brink. From the precipice of destruction. And now Kaylina is all cube obsessed. Team, let's make sure we're only putting the things here that we need to be putting here. So copy that and then paste that and then paste. Yeah, don't put hay here. That's a terrible idea. That's a very silly thing to do. Lots kibble. Okay, so no shortage of food for the animals. That's cool. All right, how are we doing over here? This is actually looking really good. Yeah, a few more stone blocks, and I think we're exactly where we need to be. So long as Lisa keeps going with that and doesn't spend her time playing with the laser, then we're going to be fine on that. Any progress on the new geothermal, we are doing absolutely squat with that. Just nothing at all. Nothing at all is happening in that regard. Cool. How's the monolith? Is it psycho? Oh, it's wicked psycho. Yeah, Mila, could you go suppress that, please? Yeah, it's going to blow up at any moment. And all the rice is going to die. Actually, they may have taken care of all the blight. They may have actually managed to knock that out. And we are... we have this going. We don't have the power for it. But we have the gene extractor going. Well, good. Next time I can start ripping genes out of people. Voltron, I'm looking in your direction already. Already with you, kid. I'll rip that right out of you. I'll see what I can do with Kaylina. I might just have to kill her and bring her back to life. It's just basically the RimWorld equivalent of shutting it off and on again. It's like a computer. Just shut it off and on. And it usually fixes things. Hang on, Whitehead's ready. Whitehead, keep the plan going here. Go convert Scathe. Keep it moving, kid. Yeah, it's basically like a computer in RimWorld. You just kill a colonist. Hang on, somebody's got the plague. 81 to 71. Okay, it happens. Who's got the plague? Oh, like literally everyone. Okay, neat. Cool. Well, we've got a bunch of medicine. I'm sure that's going to work itself out. Hey, Jonesy, did I tell you could self-tend? Because you totally can. You can absolutely do that. All right. That's probably, well, I'd like to say an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. It's a place to call it on RimWorld for today. So guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Citizens Tropco, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program. Increase the boa constrictor education rating. Big snake, keep away. Are you all smarter now? Oh, you have a migraine or a rattlesnake bite. Well, this is wicked simple, Linda. Have you been bitten by a snake? If the answer is no, then it's a migraine. No, I'm waving, though.
Oh, I'm waving. Now. That's exciting.
I'm waving very frantically.
How are you doing that?
Now,
How are you doing that?
I can't with this.
Oh.
I can't.
This is it. Right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in.